Good morning. Today's little topic is going to be something I'm really thinking about a lot. It aggravates a lot of people and aggravates me a whole hell of a lot. That's people giving advice. I don't tell a lot of people what to do. I might say, talk to Chuck Norris or eat some Fruity Pebbles or something. I don't. I'm not one to say I think you should do this or you need to do this. But I guess what it comes down to is if you've been married and divorced and you're single, don't tell me about a relationship. That's advice you keep to yourself. It's like the Pope telling somebody how to be Methodist. It's just not right. So for you single people that want to tell me how to run a relationship or about being in a relationship, shut up. If you ain't got no money in your pocket, you overdrawn all the time, had to file bankruptcy, can't afford nothing, your credit sucks, don't tell me how to budget my money. I'm poor. I don't need financial advice. Now, you can advise me if you got money. If you got money in your account, you can tell me what you think I should do. Anything to help me make money, I'm all game. And then finally, the most sensitive and most important to me, if you don't have any kids, or your kids are horrible pieces of, just rambunctious hellions, don't tell me how to raise my child. My son is not that bad. He has his bad moments, and he's a very curious kid. He's 4.5, but don't tell me how to raise my son. I think he's doing all right. My kid goes to school, and he has a good time. And I try to make sure he has everything he needs. And yes, he goes to school. He's going to continue to go to school. He's not going to be homeschooled, first of all, because I have to have a job and work. Second of all, I really don't agree with homeschooling. Now, this is my thoughts. This isn't all necessarily society's thoughts. It's like watching Fox 33. The things expressed in this show are not the opinions of us. It's just the opinions of that person. So this is my opinions. You don't need to homeschool a child if you can't spell leave. If you're about to leaf, L-E-A-F, the house, to go to Shreveport and say drag your kids around so you can cheat on your husband or whatnot, well, I guess if you homeschool them, that might be like, you could say that that's the math teacher or PE coach. Now, that's a good one, PE coach. Physical education. But if you're gonna leaf the house to do that, that's you're an awesome teacher. I know that you're gonna do a great job. So put your kids in school. If you don't like the school they go to, get a job and send them to a different school. There's ways around things. There's hardships and whatnot. So, main thing is don't give advice on how to raise kids when you can't do it yourself. I came up in church. I grew up in church, and a lot of people know what church I went to. But I just like going to church. I don't think you have to go to church to be a Christian. It's what's on the inside. It's what's in your heart, what you feel, what you think. If you believe in one true God and religions are so vague. I mean, it's just, you have Catholicism that they think the Virgin Mary should be like the cat's pajamas. And then the others worship Jesus. Arabs is Allah, but Allah is God. It's the same person. But they believe in the Prophet Muhammad. You have Muhammad, you have Jesus, you have Mary. Thou shalt not put other gods or false gods before me, or false idols before me. So, Isn't the true thing, the true everything is God? You know, I'm not a preacher. I'm not, heaven forbid, I'm not a preacher. But, yeah, that's the way I think about it. I just got tired of when I was 15, 16, 17 years old going to church, and I'm looking around at these people, and, these are the people that I see at the bar. I know this woman sleeping with that man over there, and they're both married to other people. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. The elders in my church, great people, and they still are. And then you have different religions that think of different views. If you're divorced and you remarry, then you're committing adultery. Well, I'm going to be an adulterer, or whatever it's called. Out of all the couples in there, I can only think of a couple that weren't divorced and remarried. So does that mean they're committing adultery? And there's so many different views. The Bible says that a woman should hold her tongue in church. If she has a question, to ask her husband when they return to their home. But you have women preachers, or whatever you would call them, preachesses. I don't know. Women leaders. But that's just my thoughts on it. I think anybody should be able to express themselves and talk about what they want to talk about, and just live life the way they want to live life. Do them a little video. So, next time you want to give somebody advice, or you want, tell me how to raise my child, or how to budget money, how to have a relationship, turn and you don't have this phone, but you can push a button and see yourself. Same thing as you can just go to any public restroom, or you can go to your house to the bathroom. Look in the mirror and see if you think you're actually fit to tell me what to do. I don't like being told what to do anyway. Period. And I have some friends that are cops. If a policeman pulls me over, don't tell me what to do. First of all, I pay your salary, so that makes me your boss. And if I'm your boss, are you going to go to work and tell your boss to get out of your office? No, that's his office in the end. Just like the police pulls me over, you're not going to tell me what to do because I'm your boss because I pay your salary. You can ask me, Mr. Harris, would you step out of the vehicle? And then I still might not do it just because I don't like many of y'all. I do like Jeff. He's my friend. But that's my thoughts for today. Ask. Don't advise. Because people that want to give advice generally aren't fit to give advice to nobody. Love yourself. Love your neighbors. Well, I know somebody that loves their neighbor a little too much, sending them naked pictures and all, but anyway, love yourself and your kids.